there, fans. Happy Friday. It's probably not Friday whenever you're watching this, but whatever. Today's Friday in my world. So things are going great overall. It's a beautiful day, and today I am going to begin the journey of making gourmet hot pockets. Many of you know I'm a big follower of the Bon Appetit YouTube channel, and Claire Saffitz, my favorite, has a show called Gourmet Makes where she recreates different foods and candies, like mostly like really processed foods that we grew up loving. And during quarantine, she is she's like editing the recipes to make it so that home cooks can make them without like all the dehydrators and fancy equipment she usually uses. So I'm taking on that challenge, and I will be making gourmet hot pockets. I'm also going to film a very short video explaining what I did to Claire, and with any luck, she'll reach out and we'll be friends. I think that will probably happen. Yeah, after watching my video. I think the likelihood of that not happening is like very low. You guys, let's get started making the dough. Ready? Go. Okay, I made my dough. It's actually, I feel like I'm actually feeling pretty good about it. It is the consistency that it says it should be. So now I'm going to let it sit in this bowl. I'm going to cover it with a damp towel and wait for it to double in size. Making the butter block that is going to be worked into the dough. So apparently the way to do this is by using this rolling pin, and I'm just gonna like knock it into shape. So let's see how that goes. Okay, here's my finished butter block wrapped in parchment paper. So you're supposed to hit it with the rolling pin. I found I had more success using this muddler. So I did that. It's supposed to be like a 7-inch square. It's not quite a square. It is roughly 7 inches. So I feel okay about this. Hey, so the dough is almost done rising. The next step is to roll it out and then put it in the freezer for a little bit. But I have started the sauce. Here is, isn't that beautiful? So it's just tomatoes, basil, garlic, a little bit of red wine, oregano, pinch of salt and pepper. I'm gonna let that cook, and then I'm going to blend it down to make it just like a regular marinara sauce. So hopefully that turns out well. Okay, bye. Okay, here's my dough. Do you guys think that looks like it doubled? I think it about doubled. You know, I'm gonna look at the picture again of when it first started, and then I'll judge, but it is. Hello and welcome back. Day 2, making gourmet hot pockets. So today I already made the dough. I'm gonna roll up the dough, and then I'm gonna make the filling. We're gonna put it all together in little pockets, and we're gonna bake them. But the first step here is to bake the sauce. So yesterday I made a delicious marinara sauce. The recipe just calls for like regular jarred marinara. I don't have regular jarred marinara, but I did have tomatoes. So I made myself a delicious sauce. I'm spreading it out on a baking sheet here, if you want to take a look. See that? So that's a whole jar of tomato sauce, 24 ounces. So I'm just going to spread this into a single layer, and then this is going to be in the oven for like between an hour and a half and 2 hours until it gets to like a tomato paste like consistency. So with the hot pockets, the recipe says you really don't want any moisture in there because then you're just gonna get a soggy pocket. Nobody wants a soggy pocket. Nobody wants a soggy pocket. Not me. I want a crisp pocket. Crisp, delicious, cheesy. All right, that's it. I'm gonna pop this in the oven. Woo! Okay, so our sauce is cooking. It's actually looking really amazing. The moisture is coming out and it's looking a lot more like a tomato paste, but it still is gonna have all of that flavor. So while that is cooking, let's talk about the other fillings that we're going to put in our Hot Pockets. So when Claire did this, she made it with like 7 types of cheese, but this recipe calls for 2 types of cheese. One of them is a low moisture mozzarella cheese. Whoa. And I have on hand here some Polly-O string cheese. So we're gonna use 8 of these for 8 ounces of cheese. The next cheese we're gonna add is a Parmigiana Reggiano cheese. Whoa! Here it is, Parmigiano Reggiano. So we're gonna grate that up. And then, being a vegetarian, I am going to make a vegetarian Hot Pocket for myself. They don't actually make vegetarian Hot Pockets, I looked, but I'm gonna do some blanched cut broccoli. Whoa! That's a broccoli. In my Hot Pockets, but since I do have a cameraman here who is a carnivore, he brought some pepperoni, so we're gonna put a couple roni. Whoa, there we go. A couple ronies in his Hot Pockets. So when that sauce is done cooking, we're just gonna cut it all up and mix it all together. Make some filling.
Bowl.
Okay, this is the finished tomato sauce. It looks crazy to me. The recipe, so basically it's supposed to be like 1.5 to 2 hours. I don't think it's even been 1.5 hours yet. It's been 1 hour and 15 minutes. So that is looking like a tomato paste to me. So we're gonna mix that with all of our ingredients. We're gonna get it together. I have my dough on a lightly floured surface. I cleaned off this table. And I am now going to roll it out to a 22 by 11 inch rectangle. Yesterday I did this dough and I thought I nailed it. I did the dough perfectly and I was very proud of myself because I don't work with dough that much, and with the butter block and everything, it's something I'd never done before. And I couldn't believe how well it went. Then I watched the video again of Claire rolling out the dough and I was like, you know what, I don't think I did it right. So I don't know, we're just gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna keep rolling. Okay, our dough is now just over 22 inches by 11 inches. So now we are forming it into a perfect rectangle. And then from there, we will cut the dough into 8 6-inch by 5.5-inch rectangles. We have all of our squares cut. So now I'm just going to roll out the edges of each square and keep it thick in the middle and just elongate it. Elongate the edges. All right, now I'm going to take one of these filling. Stay together. There we go. Boom. That's my filling. Oops. Kind of form it. Okay, I'm gonna brush. Where did I put my? Here it is. Brush the edges with egg white. Okay, and then Oh, I hope this is long enough. I think it's good. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. Pull the sides up and over. You want as much overlap as possible. Oh boy. I hope this works. Oh, here we go. Okay. Kind of seal that together. And then I'm going to turn it over. Ooh. Press down here. And I'm going to trim off the excess. I'm going to have to think of something good to make with all my excess dough here. Oops. And then seal this and then kind of tuck it underneath. Okay, and then I'm going to transfer this to my baking sheet. These are all formed and ready to go into the oven. So we form them all and then we let them sit about 20 minutes to puff. I think they puffed a little, sure. Here's the other tray. There was a lot of excess dough, so we just rolled it. And we've got these little rolls that we think are gonna be good. Okay, so the next step is to brush them with the leftover egg white. There was very little egg white left, so I just put the yolk in there. And I'm gonna brush this with all of them, the egg mixture. All the egg on. So next I have a seasoned breadcrumb mixture. So I'm just breading them with the seasoned breadcrumb mixture. Did I show you the little guys already? I'm gonna do 4 little slits like this. Boom.
She said deep.
Deep slits. That sounded funny. Okay, I think that looks perfect. Okay, I'm gonna do it again here. I'm really nervous that they are going to leak. So we'll see how, hopefully they won't, but I'm nervous about it. I am. When Claire did these in the original video, almost every time something leaked a little bit. And she's an expert. I am also an expert. No, I'm not. Anyway. All right, I'm gonna keep doing this and put them in the oven. Okay, it's been 35 minutes. These are supposed to bake 30 to 35 minutes. Supposed to be golden brown and slightly puffed. They're looking pretty good. Very little leakage, so I'm pretty happy about that. I thought those little guys would cook quicker, but they don't really look quite done. So we're gonna see if they're done. So this is a broccoli Hot Pocket. Hopefully see it there. So far it smells pretty good. This one actually leaked a little bit, but most of them did not leak. So I'm very excited about that. Let's give it a taste. I think it's good. I don't know if I have any notes. I would say the only thing, I think I let the sauce cook too long in the oven because I didn't have quite enough. I love making this Hot Pocket. Claire, you're my favorite. I live in Boston, so maybe if you're still in Boston hanging out at your parents' house, maybe we can hang out someday. Who knows? You can check out some more of my videos on my YouTube channel, Cooking Through Social Isolation. I've been cooking up a lot of stuff, a lot of Bon Appetit recipes, and I've been having a lot of fun and staying healthy. All right, Bon Appetit.